All right. You said you don't believe he wants to be the Republican nominee. You said he wants to be put out of his misery. Why do you think that?
I mean, look at everything that. Well, first of all, I think that he's really only running right now for survival. Like, I don't think that he is even thinking about, you know, making America great again or making the country great again. That might have been something he was thinking in 2016, 2020. But now, when you're facing all the criminal charges that he's facing, there was an assassination attempt on his life. There might be some form of PTSD. There has to be some form of PTSD, after getting shot at. And I think, a lot of times anybody that's ever dealt with trauma, that, you just try to stay busy. And, his busy isn't just in, staying busy to avoid dealing with the trauma. It's staying busy to avoid, potentially going to jail. So I don't even think his mind, there's no way his mind can be on, running a campaign or running a country. And I think Republicans did themselves a grave disservice by having somebody with that much baggage, be at the top of the ticket. I truly do.
You had Nikki Haley on your show. Do you think she would have been a better candidate for the Republicans?
I think anybody would have been a better candidate than Donald Trump. Anybody would have been a better candidate than somebody who's been impeached twice, led an attempted coup of this country, has all the criminal charges that he has. I think there's a million other Republican candidates that would have been a better choice than Donald Trump. I still don't know to this day why traditional conservatives have just given up the party to MAGA. Like, it makes zero sense to me. And I mean, they might have done, irreparable damage to the conservative party. Like, it's going to take them years and years to repair the damage that MAGA has done to, just traditional conservative values.
I know Kamala Harris has been on your show in the past. Are you hoping to have her back now that she's at the top of the Democratic ticket? Doesn't she need to be out there talking to voters, earning their votes?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely. Yes, she needs to, answer questions from everybody. She needs to answer questions from Black people, but she needs to answer questions from everyone. And I'm saying this as a longtime supporter of the vice president who would love to see her win in November, would love to have her back on Breakfast Club or any of my platforms. But I've been telling folks, since the DNC, like, excitement within the party is great. And I'm glad that Democrats are enthused, but I don't believe Democrat excitement and Democrat excitement alone is going to win this election. And she knows that. That's why she's on the road the way that she is now. She knows she has to hit all those swing states and explain herself to the American people.
Yeah, I know very quickly that RFK Jr. was on your show. When he was on your show, was he still running as a Democrat or was he then running as an independent?
To be honest with you, I have no idea. Oh, no, he was running independent. No, I don't know. I really don't remember.
He was okay because he's now endorsed the Republican. He's gone full transformation from Democrat to independent to endorsing the Republican. Today it was announced that he and Tulsi Gabbard are going to be running Trump's transition team should he win re-election. Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised, but I get disappointed by people like that because they really make people believe in them. They make people believe in their values, and there are some people that wanted to go out there and vote for him, but he doesn't really care about the American people. He clearly just cares about himself because there's no way that you would be, flip-flopping from party to party or telling this group of people what they want to hear or telling that group of people what they want to hear and then going back and telling this group of people what they want to hear. He's clearly just in it, for himself. And I don't think we need anybody like that in politics. It's the same reason I don't think Donald Trump should be at the top of the Republican ticket. Anybody that has that much self-serving interest where they're only doing things to protect themselves, they can't possibly care about the American people.
All right, I can't let you go without asking about your book, your new book, Get Honest or Die Lying, Why Small Talk Sucks. Gotta be the best book title ever. What's the message here?
Man, exactly what it says. Stop lying to yourself and stop volunteering those lies to other people. I'm just challenging people to wake up every day and be honest with that person that's staring back at them in the mirror, because that's the most honest, that's the most difficult person to be honest with. But if you can be honest with yourself, it will be easily for you to show up and be honest with everybody else in the world.
And when you look at politics today, which seems to be full of at least stretching the truth,
That's an understatement, right?
Yeah, that was a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, listen, it's dream selling season. Everybody right now is selling us the dream, and that's what you got to decide in what you want to do in November. Whose dream do you want to buy?
Yeah,
it's really that simple.
Charlamagne Tha God, great to talk to you. The book is Get Honest or Die Lying. Everybody should go out and get themselves a copy. We should all be a little more honest. Thanks so much. Good to talk to you. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.